With all due respect to my colleague, this is unconstitutional. The Missouri Supreme Court agrees, the governor who called us here in the petition agrees, and yet we're doing it anyway. The governor's petition cites specifically Article 3, Section 45 as the power of the legislature to redistrict. And while the sponsor cites to Section 10, that only deals with state legislative redistricting. He cites to a case from 1910 that says that the legislature may from time to time redistrict. However, that's true under the Constitution that existed in 1910, the 1875 Constitution, but under the 1945 Constitution, we removed that language. The fact that the Constitutional Convention in 1945 removed that language is evidence of its unconstitutionality here. But moreover, at the start of this regular session, there are 111 Republican members of this body. Representatives filed 1,606 House bills and 168 resolutions, joint resolutions, concurrent resolutions, House resolutions. None of them dealt with redistricting. You brought us here to do what the legislature rejected doing 3 years ago and didn't even think about earlier this year. Meanwhile, our schools receive the lowest state funding of any state in the country, and we're going to have a hearing tomorrow to try to strip local funding from the schools as well. The life expectancy in Caruthersville is lower than the life expectancy in Ethiopia. And today, or in this year, we removed $1.5 million designed to keep their only remaining hospital afloat. Utility rates for Missourians have gone up double digits this year, and we passed a bill to make it easier for them to go up in the future. The gap between the haves and the have-nots has never been wider. Today alone, 4 Missourians are going to die of a drug overdose. 4 other Missourians will die by suicide. 3 will die on our highways. 26 will declare bankruptcy. 800 will be laid off or fired. 1 in 4 school districts can't afford to teach kids 5 days a year in Missouri. 1 in 8 Missourians lives in poverty. 1 in 20 woke up this morning hungry, will go to bed hungry tonight, and will wake up tomorrow hungry again. Meanwhile, our farmers are dealing with unconstitutional tariffs. Our citizens are dealing with unconstitutional barriers to their health care. Our workers have to go to work sick. Our youth can't afford college.
Gentlemen, state your point of order.
Sir, I'm not seeing where this is germane to the subject.
Will the parliamentary committee come forward, please?
Gentlemen, please keep your comments germane. Proceed.
I will point out that this was sold as a Missouri First redistricting, and so I'm trying to talk about the priorities in Missouri. We wouldn't have to be here if the majority in Washington was doing what they were elected to do. They posit that there's a red America that benefits only from taking power from a blue America, and that there must then be a red Missouri that benefits only when it's at war with the blue Missouri. They think it's a battle fought for the President of the United States' benefit, and he believes, like all battles, it's fought by an army of suckers and losers. My question is, were you all terrible conservatives 3 years ago when you rejected this map? Or were you terrible conservatives earlier this year when you never even thought about this map? Or both? I suggest that the majority do what the Republicans I grew up admiring do, and said that we should all do, and just say no. Thank you.